Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, this is the new 6000 A and B unit. It's been cleaned, lubed, tuned, and I have replaced the headlight. Now, as you can see, this is in fairly decent condition. It looks nice. There's no appreciable amount of damage to it. Not much play wear. Like I said, there's some scuffs, scratches, one spot of rust right there. But overall, in really decent condition. So I pulled the motor out, cleaned it, lubed it, tuned it, lubed the axles on the A and B unit, replaced the headlight. Now the headlight was burned out. And of course, if you want a instant super cheap replacement, this is what I use. I get these at Menards. It's Westinghouse bulbs, 2 for $1. They work perfectly. They just screw in. They're good and bright, nice white light. Anyway, just wanted to do a video of its first run around the rail. I ran it on the bench. I did add a vinyl tape traction tire, and this is going to be its first run around the rail. We're pulling, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Marx plastic cars. So I turned the horns around to face forward as they're supposed to. A lot of times you'll see them one facing forward, one facing backwards. Trains don't need a horn to sound behind them. They need horns to sound in front of them. So the horns face forward. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. So I've got it on rail 3. Let's take this around and see how we do. Running backwards and running forwards. Let's take this up to speed. There's 50% power. And you can see the thing's just flying around this rail. So let's go down to 40%. That's better. Headlight's nice and bright, and as you can see, this is running like new. No problem with it at all. 20 bucks on eBay. Made an offer and he accepted. So it took less than an hour to clean this up. And I cleaned the armature, the brushes, tightened the brush plate, the ground screw, lubed the axles on the A and B unit, and replaced the headlight, added a traction tire. That's all I've done. And as you can see, this is running just absolutely perfectly. It looks nice and it runs like new. So was it worth the 20 bucks? You tell me. Always fun to get a new locomotive. Like I said, buying something on eBay just from a description and photos, you really never know what you're going to get. You know, some of these things have been sitting for 40, 50 years. And this one had been sitting for a while. There was oxide on the wheels, but no appreciable amount of damage. And all it took was a few minutes to get this lubed and running well. Like I said, I ran it on the bench. Motor's in really decent shape. The bodies are in decent shape. Runs forward and reverse. And other than a few minutes of my time, it has cost nothing to get this running. 50 cents for the light bulb. As you see, it is running just absolutely perfectly. So I'll run this the rest of the day, as I usually do. And the longer it runs, the better it will run, of course. It's been sitting for a very long time. It hasn't been sitting for decades, but it was sitting for years, no doubt about that. So it looks nice. It runs absolutely splendidly. No problem of any kind at all. And no appreciable damage. There's one spot of rust on the B unit. A bit of play wear, scratches of course. But even so, it was definitely worth what I paid for it. In my opinion anyway. I'm really pleased with it. And it's a lot of fun, like I said, to get a new locomotive, take it apart, get it cleaned up, get it running, put it on the rail and run it. So, like I said, I'm really pleased with it. Always a lot of fun. And it's running absolutely perfectly, and that's about 40% power. And of course it runs forward and reverse. So, a good day. Always fun to get a new locomotive. Excuse me. Like I said, you never know what you're going to get when you're buying something from a description and some photos on eBay. But as you can see, this is in really, really decent shape. It looks nice. It runs well. Forward and reverse. 20 bucks. I mean, how can you beat it? You just can't. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoy this hobby. And I always look forward to getting one of these things, taking it out of the box and seeing what it's going to take to get it running. In this case, a few minutes of my time. Less than an hour. Most of the time is basically just oiling and cleaning rather than any kind of repairs. And it took longer to replace the headlight than it did to actually lube the motor. So, just wanted to do a quick follow-up video. The Marx 6000 A and B unit, 20 bucks on eBay. Made an offer, the guy accepted. So, it's going to be a great addition to the collection. I'm going to be running this the rest of the day. It looks nice, it runs well. Always fun to get a new locomotive. So, I just want to do a quick video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.